Hello. We were gonna do, the new Dynasty Warriors gotcha today, but it's both region locked and, it doesn't work on emulator, so scratch that plan. I even paid like $4 for a VPN and I still can't get in, so we're not doing that, I guess. Looks decent enough, but I don't know. The VPN's not working on the phone, and when I try to run it on emulator, it just crashes. So seems like even if I get into the game, it's just gonna not work right.
I guess I should take a break.
No wonder there's like no videos for it. it's good. It's got to be people with decent phones that can run a game that heavy in those specific countries, which is a very small group of people.
Nagi, there's so much I want to ask you.
My power is difficult to use, but it is useful.
Man, this hospital. I'm more afraid of ghosts showing up than others.
Do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever seen one?
No, I haven't. But if they do exist, they'd be here.
Oh, if I see a ghost, I'll let you know.
Do you need help?
Let's keep this up. We did it! All right. We did it!
The enemy dropped something.
You and my power may be helpful. If your body begins to burn with fire, it'll drain your health, so be careful.
Can you tell?
That was a good attack.
to the records, the big attack on Locusho was 11 years ago. That was when the old OSF hospital was abandoned and the new facility moved to Sumo. Yes, along with all of the patients and equipment. If we trust the government announcement.
Go, Yuito.
Damage to outer shell confirmed. Keep going and break it.
Hanabi, let's go! Damn! Keep going! Right in the middle!
The shell is broken. Give it everything you have.
Go! All right!
That ended rather quick.
What? Nagi is gone.
What's up, Tsugumi?
I'm sorry. It looked like Nagi was here.
Let's keep looking.
Time!
Do you need help?
I feel a little more confident.
Spray something like oil. Don't get it on you.
Hanabi, let's go! Now die!
Here we go.
Everyone, let's keep an eye out for others while we move.
It's too dangerous to go back. It may be cruel, but we should prioritize our escape.
Some help, Luca!
Go, Yuito.
Alright, where do I go? This game's been nice about being straightforward, not making you get lost. Now they shove it down your throat, you get lost. Everything looks the same. Everything is just dark colored, you can't tell where anything
It's too dangerous
is.
to go back. It may be cruel.
Come on, just
but
give
we
me a
should
straight line with
prioritize
guys
our
to
escape.
fight. I don't even know if I want to stick with this damn game. Make me get lost, I care even less. He doesn't go over there. Yeah, I tried to get him to go over there, he won't do it. Really have to go all the way around? Other maps were just go straight forward and kill stuff. Yes, I don't want to do anything other than that. He doesn't go down.
Help, Luca!
Just jump down, fucker.
I need you, Gemma!
Do you need help?
These guys have like crazy powers, but they can't just jump down. No. You gotta go the way they want you to.
It's too dangerous to go back.
Come on, shut up. Just let me play normally.
Our escape.
I have to kill these guys or what? What is it what?
Use your vehicle, break the outer shell, and keep attacking.
The oil's making me sluggish.
How's that?
Time to use this.
Successfully reached ship. Attack now. Use fire when it's covered in oil. I need to support the injured.
It's down. Give it everything you've got.
Leave it to me.
I had to download Windows 11. My install was partially corrupted. I had to install it. Luckily, I haven't encountered any problems, but yeah, I kinda didn't have a choice. I don't know, I don't do anything too crazy on this computer. It's mostly just games and surf the web and adult stuff like pay bills.
Nagi.
It's been fine,
We
but
have to get out of here.
install was... If some of the files were corrupted, the easiest way to fix it was
Nagi's
just
okay.
to install Windows 11, so I did it. So I'm just testing to make sure nothing's broken. So far, it seems fine.
At this rate.
Yeah.
Where are you? I need your help.
Go on, but I think it's still nearby.
Can't skip this cutscene.
Endure it.
Yumito, use SAS to find where it is. I'll take care of it! Witness my strength! That must be its weak spot.
It's down. Give it everything you've got.
How's that? No chance. I need your help.
Here you go.
All right.
That's actually why I didn't stream last night, because it took like hours to install Windows for some reason. I was also trying to get the new Dynasty Warriors gacha to work, but that was hours of lost effort. It doesn't work in emulators, and it's also region locked, so
Think it's others?
I'm sure people are probably expecting me to check that out, but it's out of my control right now. The VPN's not even working to get in, so nothing I can do there. It looks decent enough.
Fire.
The liquid on this other's back seems to be oil.
If I had to play it on the phone, my controller is broken anyway, so...
Getting attacked with oil is really gross. Can't you do something about it?
Good. Whoa. Here we go.
Are you alright?
Someone's in trouble. Pay attention.
It's close. Minami, let's go. Here we go. Use this.
Now, Yumito, drop the tarp.
Watch out.
Good job, Yumito.
One more!
Nice. It's burning.
still fight. I need you, Gemma.
Someone's down. This isn't good. Regroup. Who is such a strong other here? Everything about this place is strange.
Yes, along with what happened to Nagi, this isn't simply an abandoned hospital.
Regroup.
Time to use this.
Now, Yuito, drop the tarp. Good job, Yuito.
I'm taking your fire.
What's up, Gaijin?
Nice fire! You got
All help.
My files were corrupted. Files were corrupted. Certain things weren't working. I did a SFC scan now and it said things are corrupted. So I switched to 11, and provided I don't have any issues, which I haven't, I'm going to stay on it. And my Windows 10 install got messed up somehow. I don't know how. Maybe one of their forced updates didn't like my rig or something, but it seems to be fine now. Stream quality isn't bad or worse or anything, right? I streamed yesterday. I was having a lot of really weird side effects. I mean, if I was a graphic artist or something that uses programs that don't work, like the old Photoshop that you don't have to pay a subscription fee for, I wouldn't have done that, but I don't really do anything too crazy on this computer. It's mostly just gaming. And the adult stuff, like paying bills and saving documents, would work on a 20-year-old computer, so I haven't had any problems so far. It was the last resort, rather than trying to fix the jacked Windows install. I just updated. They're going end of service, end of life on Windows 10 in like a year and a couple months anyway, so... I hear this operating system was really bad when it came out, but I haven't encountered any issues. I'll probably have to tweak it a little bit, but I run a pretty basic computer. Might be pretty good for gaming, but I don't really do anything too crazy on it. It plays video games well, and that's all it needs
This
to do.
place is too exposed. We should go somewhere more private. You're on patrol, so make sure you
What's up,
take out
Abby?
those
Hello.
others. If your body begins to burn with fire, it'll drain your health, so be careful.
Go, Yuito.
Here we go. Gotcha.
Looks like the enemy dropped something rare. It's split. Take down the real one and the dummy will disappear. Yukito, figure it out.
Let's go!
Do you need help?
We did it!
Yukito!
One down.
All right.
Yeah, I was having a lot of really weird side effects, like I would install things, most importantly Parsec and Early Access Yuzu, and the program would install and it would boot once, and then it would delete itself every single time. So obviously it's pretty obnoxious. I tried a multitude of things to fix it, and then the Windows updates stopped working and were slowing the computer down to a crawl, which is obviously a Windows problem, not the computer, because I've got the 12th gen processor in here. Shouldn't be struggling to download or install an update. So basically I was in this endless loop where Windows would try to install an update and it would slow down to a crawl, and then it would take forever to restart, and then it would say that it couldn't install the update, but then it would keep trying because you know how Windows is really anal about keeping you up to date and everything. So it wasn't really usable. I was kind of working around it, but I decided to just upgrade, and push comes to shove, I'll go back, but it's been fine since this morning. The programs haven't been deleting themselves or anything, so I think it was just some Windows problem.
Why are you trying to kill me? At least tell
That's
me
how
the
Windows is, just random stuff
I
happens.
don't want to talk.
Screws you over.
If you're trying to kill Yuito, I'll do everything to stop you.
I just wanted to stay out of this. Fine. Will you please calm down, Sugumi? Kasane is out for blood. She may kill us if we don't give it our all.
I didn't trust Seto and that got him killed. I won't make the same mistake twice. I'm going to stop Kasane.
Do you need help?
Yuito, we should defeat them one by one. Let's nullify the other two, and then Kasane.
This rate.
Regroup.
Take this. Serious. Here we go. Not bad. Seriously.
Please get it together. Thanks. Sorry for the trouble.
Use this.
Someone's in trouble. Pay attention.
Do it, Yuito! By any means.
Yuito, a member is in danger.
Give up!
Support the downed members.
Okay, you just walk through everything, and there's no animation canceling. I don't really like this game. I'm not feeling it. It's too stiff. Feels like a Rise. Stiff slow-ass character and doesn't do what you tell them to do, I'm not feeling that game. I might give it another try later. I'm not really wanting to be pissed off tonight. I don't know, it's just like, they give you characters that are so... They seem like they'd be fun to control, but they're not. It's just, and the animation lock pisses me off. Can we stop making games like that? Let me be responsive. I want to be stuck in animations for like 3 seconds. You can't move. I hear that game gets a lot more fun later on, but I'm not really enjoying it that much. The moveset is too small and there's too much animation lock. It's just like not really fun to play. Give you no moveset and then they don't give you animation canceling, so you're stuck watching animations. You can't move or control your character at all. Doesn't feel good. Wish that game had like a dash cancel mod or something, then it would be better. Instead of, no, your guy doesn't do what you tell him to do. He just stands there and watches as he dies because he won't move out of the way. Animation lock his buns. Stop doing it. It's not fun. Like, you even get a perfect dodge. You bait their attack, you get a perfect dodge. You still get hit because the counter attack gets you killed. Because you can't animation cancel. It's like, alright, why is there a counter attack and they give you a just dodge, but then, like, it barely has any invincibility frames. So they just walk through it and hit you. There's nothing you can do. Pretty whack. Why action games are so scared to give you a responsive, fun-to-control character, but it's a growing epidemic. Just make it feel not fun to play. That was the same problem with this game, too. This game still doesn't have animation canceling, but they've reduced the recovery a lot, so as long as you're not spamming the same move, it's not too bad. Yeah, this is another game where, like, you know, if you just let me cancel any frame, it would be, like, way more fun. Animation lock his buns. Really only has place in fighting games, in my opinion. Especially if you're going to be fighting large groups of enemies with hyper armor. PGR gets this right. You're going to be fighting walls of hyper armor. Your character better be damn responsive. Otherwise, it doesn't feel good to play. Kind of like Nero's Devil Breakers. How it's like, feels so much better when you just have the ability to switch them at any time, instead of having to meticulously arrange them in a way that when you break one, you have the next one you want. The mod feels so much better. It's like, the game should have been like this from the start. You're trying to, like, balance it, but it's just not fun. Take a little brokenness if the game is more fun to play. I think Neo was really good about that, giving you lots of hidden ways to cancel. There's like almost no animation lock in that game. Wanted to cancel something frame 1? Sure, we'll let you. Have fun. I bought Scarlet Nexus like 2 years ago, so I'm not really care too much if I drop it. I'll probably give it another chance later. But yeah, I'm not really feeling it so far. It's fun in small doses. Moveset's kind of bunk though. They get like barely any moves. Yeah, I was looking up videos, reviews and opinions on Scarlet Nexus. A lot of people were just saying they want an animation cancel. Like, yeah, it's one of those things that makes games feel really shitty when it's not there. You expect it to be there and it's not. I've only been playing it for a couple hours. It's decent. I think it's just having such a small moveset is kind of what's boring about it. You gotta grind hard just to, like, finish a basic square string. Like, I don't know, man. This guy should have that shit at the start of the game. Should have that at the start and get, like, more than that. They really like to skimp on moves these days. Give you nothing to work with. So that roguelike game I played, Toonche, same problem. You have to unlock like basic utility, like the Helmbreaker launcher. The character should have that at the start and get more. Not just basic utility to function as an action game character. I really don't understand why they do that. It's like they don't have enough. They don't have enough moves. You end up grinding for shit that your guy should just have at the start. Why do I have to grind for a launcher in an action game? It should be like, the moment you get into gameplay, you should have that. Should be grind for 2 hours. feel like moveset progression is a very underappreciated thing in action game design. You want there to be progression so it doesn't feel like the game hasn't changed, but you don't want the player to feel like they're grinding for stuff their character should already have. Especially when it's a move that's big for utility, like a dodge cancel, a high time, a helm breaker, like just basic shit like that you should never have to grind for. I don't know, it's weird to me. So I get not wanting the player to be overwhelmed, but when you take like basic things that an action game character needs to even function and you make him grind for it, it's like you want the game to not be fun. You want it to not feel complete. The launchers and dodge cancels and like all that shit should be in the base kit. Tales of Vesperia is notorious for that. That game starts very dry. It's a really awesome game if you give it the patience. You give it a lot of patience, but that game, as much as I love that game, is very, very susceptible to doing that a lot. Dude, why do I have to grind to give another character an item? Why do I need to grind to backstep? Like, this guy should be able to do that right away. They skip it on bandwidth or something. Yeah, it always sucks when they do that, especially when you rely on it for work. Internet's like still not considered to be a utility. They still consider it to be a luxury. It's like, of course there's some aspects of it that are a luxury, but like people make a living off the internet. It doesn't have to be something like this. It's like simply sending emails and shit. You gotta be able to do it. That's one of the main reasons I stream on YouTube instead of Twitch. Because I have transcodes. I don't have transcodes on Twitch, so I don't really care to stream on there. It's too restrictive for people that have slow internet, as I stream pretty high quality. Hey Fuma, we can squad up after my stream, all right? Cause I got to go to the grocery store and pick up some stuff in a bit, maybe in like an hour or so, and then when I come back, I'll hit you up, and then we can do something. But yeah, I kind of want to wait cause I gotta pick up some meds from the store and then maybe grab something to eat. I'm not kitty sitting tonight, so I got extra time. Yeah, I don't want to go just yet. I'm not hungry yet. Kind of just making sure everything is in working order before I really commit to doing streams or videos right now. Surprisingly, Windows 11 has been kind to me so far. The only thing that hasn't worked has been the new Dynasty Warriors gacha, which like doesn't work on any emulator, I don't think. And then it also it's also region locked, so I can't put that against Windows 11. It's been pretty kind to me so far. I'm glad that it solved the problem. I guess my Windows install just got jacked over time. That tends to happen. When stuff will just stop working for no logical reason, and then you kind of gotta either go through hell to fix it or just upgrade it. So when it upgrades, it replaces all the messed up files. So I guess that's what happened for me. But I did wait like over a year to update, so I think that probably helped. But this is a pretty basic computer. I don't really do a lot with it. It's a strong computer, but I'm not doing like anything super crazy with it. So it kind of just works. He didn't deflect. Told him to do it, he didn't do it. Oh, by the way, everyone, Shadow is alive. This is plot twist of the century. But Shadow is not dead. What happened was, I guess a nice lady here took her in so she could live out, you know, the rest of her life. Live out the rest of her life in peace, and not be on the streets. I don't know if I'll ever see her again, because I don't know who took her in, but she is alive. Yeah, she decided she had enough of being on the streets, I guess. Her not showing up for dinner is very not normal thing for her. She's very food motivated. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to see her again, but she's gonna live out the rest of her life happy and safe. Finally got tired of being on the streets. Only took like 12 years. Just didn't want to put up with anyone's shit. She wanted to be her own kitty. But I guess she's given up on that. She's living inside now. I'm sad I'll never see her again still, but I'm glad that she's gonna have a good end of her life. She'll be nice and safe and happy. Healthy. Yeah, Shadow never missed a meal. She never missed a meal, so without being told by the other neighbor that lives across the street from the neighbor I work for. It's a pretty safe bet that she was dead, you know, just because that girl never missed a meal. Anytime I'd go, like, anywhere near the door, she'd already be there. Even if I'm just, like, taking out the trash or going to the store, she would always be looking for a meal. First day I was, like, really concerned, and then the second and third day came. I'm like, man, she must have passed. I don't even know how old she is. She's got to be at least 13, 14, maybe even 15 or 16. Okay, everyone, how is the stream quality? Is it worse in any way? Is it grainy or laggy? Or is it exactly the same? So, you know, I've streamed this game for about a month now, so please tell me. I want to make sure Windows 11 didn't fuck anything up, but so far, it seems... much better. Or not better, but the same. The stability is better. Oops. Abby, I would say that was unlikely. It was implausible because of how long she's been on the streets. Shadow is the equivalent of, like, a person that knows that they need help. You know, maybe they drink too much, or they don't eat enough, or, you know, they take drugs to cope. That's pretty much what she was. She knew that she needed help, but just never wanted to take it. very human-like behavior. You know you need help, but you're too stubborn to ask for it or take it. Because my neighbor had offered to let her in numerous times, and Shadow would always bail. She'd leave. She wanted her freedom. So I was very skeptical that that was the case. Just knowing her track record with refusing help. Want to be chained down to the system, I guess. Wanted her freedom to a fault, even though she's getting on in years and not able to take care of herself as well. She never wanted to come in. Always wanted to be outside. So she came into my neighbor's house a couple weeks ago and slept. She slept inside, which is like something she historically hadn't done in years. So they weren't really sure what that meant. Oops. Shadow's the kind of person, you know, that would, like, be told by a doctor, like... She's the kind of cat, it's like those people that are told, like, you need to stop drinking or smoking or you're gonna die, and then, like, they still don't do it. They know that it's bad for them, but they can't stop. You know, obviously she's a cat, so it, like, wasn't that serious, but she was very adamant about her ways, and she never wanted to change them. She would accept pets sometimes. She wasn't a very, very affectionate cat. You know, she could tell she appreciated the people that took care of her, so myself and my neighbors, the 2 houses, but she never wanted to be a lap cat, never wanted to be super loving. You know, you could tell that she appreciated you, but she wasn't super into normal things you expect from a cat. And it's good that she finally accepted help. I mean, that's something that humans have to learn, right? You have to learn to ask for help. You can't do everything by yourself. I guess she just grew complacent, just happy to live on the sidewalk and hang out and watch people. And she had her little friend she hung out with. Actually, she wasn't a very social cat either. She was very territorial. She didn't really have any friends. She definitely had some toxic behaviors, like punching the other cats and stuff. And I imagine a lot of it was just she probably was in a lot of pain, just being so old.
いらっしゃい 仕事しすぎも考えもんだね
Yeah, I wouldn't say her getting, her deciding to live inside was a likely outcome. It was very unlikely for her, actually. It's not the kind of thing you'd ever expect her to do. She was all about the freedom. Basically a rebellious teenager, even though she was like, well, she is like probably about 80 in human years. She never grew out of her rebellious teenager age. You know, I don't want to listen to anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to live my life on my own accord. Pretty cool for a cat to do, but I guess she finally realized that it wasn't going to work for her getting older, which is something that people go through too. A lot of people, when they get older, they try to not go in assisted living and stuff, but it gets to the point where it's like, you know, you can't do everything like you used to. You can't do everything like you used to. You need help with certain things, and for your safety and everything, you gotta go into a home or at least get somebody to come and look at you every now and then. So some older people don't need to be in homes. It's just they need somebody to look after them, just to keep them company and help with things, especially physical stuff. I guess that's where she's at right now.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
Let's earn our keep. Let's crush their formation. You can rely on me. You got my back? Leave it to me. You shall pay for this, you hear? The stronghold's ours. None shall surpass me. We're done for. The rest is up to you.
I don't know how long I can hold out. Please.
We weren't strong enough. Time to make a name for ourselves. Take a breather. You shall pay notes. You hear? Learn when to retreat is a vital strategy. Time to make a name for ourselves.
My work here is done, darlings.
Take a breather. My turn at last. That was adequate.
Our fight is for a cause of nobleness.
Shame this game never got any DLC. It really needed it. It's one of those instances where people were begging to get DLC and never got it. I don't know why they just kind of dropped support for this game. Never really had any support to begin with. They did like 2 hot fixes. Fire Emblem Three Hopes got like 2 hot fixes, and that was it. It killed support really quick. It's actually like one of the cheapest Muso games you can get on the Switch. It's like consistently like $20. I think it's worth that price. But they went all in on having 3 story modes. I feel like the replay value really suffers because of it. There's just like not much to do. The way that they handle clones is pretty interesting, but it's just doesn't really have any endgame at all. It's kind of weird because the first Fire Emblem had a pretty expansive endgame. The problem with the first Fire Emblem was the clones and the fact that the game was too easy to break, so the endgame was kind of pointless. But, you know, you didn't have to break the game, right? Breaking the game is a choice. It's not a requirement. So, I don't know if you can really hold that against it. But yeah, it definitely was a meteor game for sure. Yeah, Three Hopes is like consistently like $20-$30 all the time. I don't know how well it's sold. I don't know if that impacted Nintendo's decision to not commission like DLC for it, but yeah, it definitely suffers. I got about 60 hours out of it. I had fun with it, but it's it's got the same problem a lot of other good Muso games have, is it just doesn't really have an end game. So if that kind of thing bothers you, it's not a very good deal. I'm just testing some stuff right now. I'm gonna be heading out shortly. It's starting to get dark. I'll pick up some meds and do stuff. Oh, it's doing this again, isn't it? Now this is the game. People will hate you if you say you don't like it. People hate you if you say you don't like this game. It's like, this game's just got too much of a good thing. That's the problem with it. The gameplay is not deep enough to keep all the content interesting, and also a lot of the movesets are shit. The movesets are like really bad, and they force you to use them. I played this like, what, like, I don't know, 70 hours or so. Kind of felt tapped out of it at that point, but if you like this game, I mean, it definitely gives you your money's worth. But I don't think the combat in this game is particularly interesting. The moveset quality is very inconsistent. A lot of real shit movesets in this game. If you just want stuff to grind, I feel like this and Orochi 3 Ultimate are like the best Musou games, but if you care about technical stuff, gameplay depth and everything, good. Orochi 3 Ultimate, no contests over this game. A lot of people have kind of been more upfront about their opinions about it now that so much time has passed. The giant bosses are shit too. That's like the main thing I hate about that game is the giant bosses. They tried to make them like actual Zelda bosses where they have weaknesses and you can only hurt them at that time, and that's fine. That's being accurate to the source material. The problem is that it makes a lot of characters way worse because it'll take them like an extra cycle or two to kill the boss, and it's random when they give you the attack that lets you open up their weakness. So that's one of the many things that makes the bosses in that game a real struggle. You already have a shit moveset because the movesets aren't very good in that game, right? But then you have, to make it worse, you have bosses. They don't have patterns. It's completely random. It's RNG if they give you the move that lets you actually damage them. So you want to stack as much damage as possible, but then they give you crap movesets, and it just doesn't feel good. Actually, when you think about it, Hyrule Warriors 1 is a lot like Berserk. The giant bosses suck, the movesets are not created equally, and you have a lot of stuff to grind for, but just like the core gameplay is either a love it or hate it kind of thing. Some people really like Berserk. Some people really like that game. They really enjoy it. They consider it to be like one of their favorite games in the Musou series, but it's got a very specific amount of people that it appeals to. It's not for anyone else. This is like strangely laggy. I don't know why. Hyrule Warriors is the first one is definitely a more casual-oriented game, meaning if you just like hitting stuff and leveling up, and you want a bunch of stuff to unlock, it's a perfectly fine game. But if you like the intricacies of Musou games and the combat depth and stuff like that, it just doesn't have anything to offer. The second one has better combat, but also has the grind is worse. The grind is a lot worse in Age of Calamity. Age of Calamity's grind is really bad. You can go like hours and hours and get like nothing good at all. I started using a weapon editor on that game because I still wanted to play it, but after like 80 hours, I barely had anything good. I'm like, dude, I'm almost done with this game. Like, there's not much content left. Why is the RNG so bad that after playing for dozens of hours, I only have, like, a couple optimized characters? That's not how it should be. It's like they figured we only have, like, 20 characters in the game and there's no clones, so we can make it take an obscenely long amount of time to actually get a good weapon. But it's like by the time you do, the game is over. The DLC didn't really add much in that game, unfortunately. It's kind of one of its bigger problems. This is still working fine. I'd say Three Hopes probably has the best gameplay out of the Switch exclusive Musou, but it has the worst replay value. It's like, on one hand, I can kind of get it, because Fire Emblem itself is, like, not really the deepest strategy game out there. That's probably why it's more accessible over other stuff, but they really wanted to have such a huge emphasis on story, and I guess it's just at some point in development they got told, like, you know, this needs to be out for the summer, because it came out 2 years ago. It came out like 2 years ago in the summer. I guess they really wanted something. Nintendo must have, like, really wanted something out for the summer drought. And, there just wasn't any time to actually finish it. Yeah, Three Hopes definitely could have used a Season Pass. Just like an extra mode and a couple more movesets, I think would have been more than enough. But I don't know, it's been 2 years, so I'm pretty sure that ship has sailed. I feel like if they were gonna do it, it would have been announced by now. Why is this running worse all of a sudden?
Great. The enemies are approaching.
Have a great dream.
Great. There's the exit. Great. There are more of them coming.
Prepare my plane.
Alright, this is working fine. Seems like most of the mainstay games are working fine, so I think I'm done with testing. What else I got on here? It's not hype when I'm playing like that, though. You get an unlockable for playing on easy, so it's going to be very boring to watch me play that game. I'll probably play that more offline. Yeah, I don't know how interesting that's going to be to watch until I finish that easy run. It's kind of just a victory run. I got one more thing to test and then I gotta go. Seems like everything is okay. Yeah, it's getting dark already.
俺はやる。やらなきゃならねえ。よっと。無茶するな。無茶するな。無茶するな。いいなロケット。
Alright, I think all the games are working fine. I got off relatively scot-free with upgrading to Windows 11, I guess. Fixed the problem. Unfortunately, I can't do the Dynasty Warriors gacha because it doesn't run an emulator. It's also region locked. I tried with a VPN, and it's still not working. That's what I was planning on doing today, but unless somebody figures out how to get in, that's not going to be happening either. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go get some stuff. I get some meds for my acid reflux, and I got to, oh, maybe get something to eat or snack. I will hit you up when I get back, Fuma. Since my plans kind of got canceled today. I was gonna check out the new... There's a new Dynasty Warriors gacha that's based on Dynasty Warriors 9. Ironically, it's the second one based on 9. Because there's one made by Koei Tecmo that's based on 9 that sucks. This new one actually looks relatively decent, but I can't get it to run an emulator, and I get it to run on phone, and it's region locked. So I think I'm just shit out of luck there, so I think I'm just gonna chill tonight. I'll hit you up when I get back. See you later, everybody. Thanks for being guinea pigs. I kind of had to make sure everything was working. Then I'll have to go back and downgrade, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. I noticed Fire Emblem is running like a little bit worse, but I don't really particularly care about that. I think it's safe to say the upgrade went fine, and I can, But yeah, this is Muso week, isn't it? I gotta release the 60 FPS mod for Batride War Genesis, so after I get back, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably come back. I'll see you guys later.